Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so we're back here in the 12, continuing on these quests here. So to access the 12 again, you can access it through the airship, through the marketplace, or even through the Lord's March Plaza. There's another way to access it, but it's kind of a long drawn out one. From the airship you can teleport to Shavarath, and then from Shavarath you can enter in through the Tower of the 12. But again, that's 2 teleports rather than just the one to get here. So this one here, we're going to be talking to Doris and doing a quest called The Price of Freedom. Now this one is a little bit longer, and these quests that I'm doing, they're kind of out of order for the way that they had intended on the storyline. However, ultimately, it doesn't really matter what order you do these quests in. Alright, here. So, first things first, I am going to summon up my hireling. Alright, so from here, I do want to talk to Doris. And what she's going to do is she's actually going to give us a magical wand. We've got to make sure to actually get the wand. And there she drops a whole bunch of them on the ground. The Wand of Greater Exploits. Oh, apparently I already got one. Here we go. So what you're going to want to do is put that onto your quick bar and actually cast that wand. Now what it does is it tosses a little anchor here. As you say, no anchors found. It also, if we step on it, it creates a little reverse gravity. And the objective is to essentially port our way up to the top, either onto that platform or all the way up top onto the castle walls. So generally speaking, I go all the way up. And as you can see, once up top here, we do have some enemies. Alright. And the reason I like being up top is I find it so much easier to deal with the enemies when they can't really hit you so well. Alright. So as you can see, there are a whole bunch of runes surrounding that door. What you need to do is just go around and killing the people. If you'll notice by his feet, we're missing one there. And that's essentially just killing off the enemies here. So we can run around the outside edge. And they will be in these towers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't actually go around this direction here usually. I usually enter from the very top up there. Yeah, so it's these fire elementals, I believe we gotta kill for that. Oh. Or it could just be we gotta pull these levers. Alright, yeah, so here we pull the lever, activates the rune. There's one of the 8. So essentially just make your way around. I knew it had to do something with around the top. As you can see, they're not too far from each other. But again, this is not the route that I normally take. So what I'm going to actually do here, just kill off these couple here. And I'm going to switch back to my wand. And using this tower here as a wall, basically, I can cast these dimensional anchors directly at it, getting us all the way up top. And there we go. So again, a few guys up top here. I definitely recommend killing them first. As they're kind of stuck on those little platforms. There are some guys that are not stuck on the platforms. However, you know, they're not too big of a deal to worry about right now. So it does let us actually walk on these, like these barriers here. And again, I just go through, kill all the enemies up here that I can. Basically clearing the way for us to proceed a little bit deeper in. And the reason I actually come this direction is it actually also gives you an optional for entering in from the sky, I guess the sky here, and entering in this direction. So just up top there, so we just need our wand again. Just up top here, it has a massive puzzle for us. Now, it looks complicated and complex. It actually really isn't that bad. What you need to do is essentially step on each piece one time. So you can go around the corner. I prefer just going as I go. And that's it. Just step on each one once. What a lot of people find is easiest is to start in the center, step on each one of these. Once they've stepped on all 5, move to the outer ring, step on all 5. Not a big deal. Like I said, I prefer to just start on here, work my way across, and go that direction. But ultimately, it is your choice on how do you want to proceed. Just make sure you step on each one once, problem solved. And from there, the barrier goes down and allows us to access the prison from the sky roof. As you see, we did get an almost 2,000 experience, 1.7 thousand experience for just doing that quick little puzzle, which, knowing that you only got to touch each one once, makes it a lot easier than it looks. Alright. Our next little bit, we have a whole bunch of breakables. I guess this is like their bathroom. They have like showers, a bath. I guess the sinks here is, I guess, what that's supposed to be. And we can just progress deeper in. And finally, our toilets. Now, one thing I do want to point out, we do actually still need the wand, but we don't need it right away, so you can either move it off your main bar or however you want to move it, just that you don't accidentally activate it in the middle of combat. Alright. So here we are. As you see, a few more guys. Now we have a couple directions to go. I'm actually going to start by heading north. And this leads us to an optional here. And I guess, well, like they said, she's the disciplinarian. And leave it to a succubus. That just makes it seem so much more adult than it needs to be. Alright. A small amount of experience and another chest. Now from here, again, I take the other door, and leaving the gate there for last. So in here we have more guys and another optional. course, our optional happens to be a champion. Room chest. Alright, and again, some loot. Alright, now we can proceed this direction rather than going into that other room first. What this kind of brings us to is a mess hall. And it seems all the cooks are essentially Jinn and other elementals, which we can shoot from this open window here. So of course the Fear Reaper was able to go through the door. However, these Jinn are not so lucky. Though they can attack through the gate. But at the same time, so can we. Oh man. So yeah, I'm just doing it this way rather than dealing with them particularly. Or rather, dealing with them directly. This lets us safely kill them without the harm of them getting through and actually killing us. No, right here. It does let us proceed a little bit further in. It does have, again, another chest for that named guy that we killed. I want the gold. And towards the back here, where these boxes are stacked up, we have a secret door. Now, this secret door is actually going to drop you down a shaft. Once you drop down, there is no way back. Well, there is a way back, but it's no way back up right here. So just be careful. It does put you kind of like in a small little room. There are enemies on the other side of this door. If you don't feel like taking that risk, like again, I say, this is the path that I take personally. But if you're not up to that challenge, of course you can head out and go a different direction. I wish it would let you grab the rope and use the rope to climb up and down. But, of course, we're not that lucky. Alright, so I'm going to pop the hireling here. Alright, and like I said, directly on the other side of this door, we have a fight. Now, these ogres here, as they're called turnkeys, these are basically the prison key keepers. As you can see, each one we kill, they are dropping a key, which I do recommend have someone pick up. As what these will do is these will open up various cells in the other room there. In this room, right there. So there are a lot of keys that you can pick up. Alright. So from here, this is that other side of that gated room that we were at before. Though we're on a different level as we were a little bit higher up. Now, as you can see, it does have a whole bunch of lines here. If you cross one, then it does spawn in enemies. So, what I'll do, as you can see, fire elementals, not much fun. I tend to run right past. over to this guy and kill off the enemies on this side, as it is, again, safer for us. We do have a couple of enemies down here. Alright. Alright, now from a distance we can take out those fire elementals. It does... I have noticed that when you are a distance away from them, if you are too far out of their fireball range, they don't actually really try to do anything. If you are still within their fireball range, they will try to cast that spell. But as you can see, these guys are out of range. They're just standing there. This guy, though, he's slightly behind a corner. Alright. And again, for this one here, we just want to touch each button once. So, touch, 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 touch. Ooh. Let me get this one twice. There we go. And again, touch, 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 touch. And once you touch each one once, it will turn everything off. So the difficulty here is only touching it once, especially because it's not something you can like step on. It's around the corner, and then that opens up these cells here. In these cells, we'll have random prisoners, which you can actually recruit and try to rescue here. So I definitely recommend doing it, as they do give you an optional to bring them to the entrance. As well, in the meantime, they also follow you around. The important prisoner is actually this guy right here. So basically they explain, yeah, we'll head to the exit, but we gotta go once you defeat the big bad boss. Tell them we're actually still stuck in these cells. For these prisoners, these are like your big prisoners. So there are a few up top here. And you never know which door it's gonna send. They're going to be in. As well, we have our lovely Fred. So again, he says, "Oh, hey, yeah, you can't actually leave the cell. Kill the warden first." Alright, so that's those guys up there. So it does still count them as freeing these prisoners and bringing them to the exit, even though we haven't actually brought them anywhere. As well, you can see so many breakables down here. Now we'll see another door here. And as you can see, these bits do disappear. So what we need to do is we need to touch these and turn off the crystal gems. As well, we're gonna just cast our dimensional anchor here, and it'll say there is an anchor real close. So you can also use this as a way to find these dimensional anchors, as when you're close to them, it will point them out. So we are very close to one. There's almost always one down here. Alright, so from here we can actually just... Oh, we can't pick that lock. It's going to make us go the other way, isn't it? Odd. I remember being able to go down that way. Alright. Well, since it's not going to let us progress that way, we're going to actually head through this door. They might have done that as a precaution to make it go a little bit quicker. And at the top of this door, we have some guys, as well as a button. Now the button will drop the, ouch. Let's just use some Death Ward. Now the button drops that little barrier so you can actually get on the other side. But again, you can use, you know, tactics like we were using with those Jin. And just essentially break our way through. Using Fireball. And those types of spells. So let's grab our keys. Alright, so as you'll notice, the Ogre Magi, I really don't like those enemies. Once they get almost dead, they go into like a special, their own little dimension, I guess, where they completely come back full healed. They only ever do this once, so there is that bit of good news. But it is still annoying that they can do that there in the first place. Alright. Alright, so now we're going to proceed further up. We got a hidden door leading into a prison cell. Well, as long as that Reaper stays on that side of it. Though if he comes through on this side of the door, we can really take him out. Alright, so we're just gonna toss this. So this is that room that all these keys are used for. I wonder if it actually... No, it's blocked by the door. So we can actually use these keys that we've been picking up to unlock these doors. Now, I do recommend looking in these cells before attempting to open them. Just kind of save your keys, as if there's nobody in the cell, there is not much of a point to opening up the cell. However, even if there's like a collectible or something, you will have enough keys to be able to open them up. Now with the prisoners in this section here, they will actually follow you and also assist you in fighting. I don't know if they can die. Generally speaking, I fight from the top down, going from a different section. Oh, there are traps in here. So I am going to try and kill these guys as fast as possible, as I don't want them dying. Alright, and as you can see, we did have a control panel right behind this alchemy table. Kind of a little torture room here. And again, another chest. Ooh. Alright, so we're going to continue searching the cells here. And you're going to find all sorts of manner of enemies to assist you. Everyone right now is going to be grateful. Like, they're like, hey, you're getting me out of this hellhole. Yeah, I'm not going to bother fighting you. So you don't have to worry about fighting any of these people right now. And yes, I did say right now. Just kind of topping her up there. Again, I don't know if they can die, and I don't want to risk it. Another method, even if you enter in from the bottom, is kill everybody first, then free the prisoners. But we're down here. It's not too hard to get a whole group of people. Alright. Anybody? Oh, here's somebody. And not all of them are like manners of beasts, as you can see. Find some humans in here too. Alright, so there's nobody else on this side. So as you can see, though it only says bring one more enemy, we still have a whole bunch that we can actually save. A dwarf. And you can choose to talk to him as well and just see, like, hey, what's going on? That kind of thing. But basically ask kind of like why you're here and hear what they have to say about their charge. But ultimately, you know, everybody says they're innocent. Or feels they're innocent, not just this. Alright. Nobody in here. Another human. Tiefling. There's one of our dimensional anchors there. So there are two of these in here that we need to break. Whole lot of spells from our friends here. So the other one was down by that fire area. Alright. So we got one more road to search through. Oh, and here comes the entrance party. But as you can see, we have a decent amount of people on our side right now. Does make things a little easier, and again, you can just to have them just come with you throughout the entirety of the quest. I definitely don't recommend it. They tend to get stuck. If they get stuck, you might not know where they got stuck and miss out on some of the experience for freeing them. We got a collectible in here. Two prisoners in this one. So we're getting to a nice horde of, like a prison riot almost. Alright. And once these people get in here, this is the door that they need to escape with. So if they go too close to this door, they will just run away. Though sometimes they get stuck like this, and don't know that they can escape. So with all those people freed, you know, that was 2 more bits of experience for 1.7 thousand. Oh, no. Where are they? So 680, another 1,000, and then 17. So, you know, that's almost almost 3,000 experience for all of that. So, not too bad. Alright. Here we go. So we do have, again, some side paths that we can take. Now, I want to point out this door here that they all escaped out of. That was the other entrance that we could have taken into this main building rather than from the roof. If we had gone through and turned all those levers and dropped the barrier, that's the door right there that it would take us out. So we can actually step outside of that door. It does let us do that. If we go out there, though, the barrier is still up, so it won't actually let us back in. So we'd have to, again, go back up to the roof, come back down, go through it that way. Oh. Alright, so they did sneak up there before we can get around. So up top here, that's where those ghosts and specters came from, as well as that Plague Reaper. Or the shadows, not the ghosts. Up here actually has a decent amount of little hiddenness. So we got a chest here. Again, for killing the named. We actually have a hidden door here that has 2 iron keys. If we proceed down to this hall here, minus the key we get for killing the turnkey, we actually have a hidden door there and a hidden door there. So we do have a few hidden doors here. And behind each of these doors, 2 more keys. So if you do choose to come in this direction, again, you might not have all the turnkeys right away, like all the keys that we had right away as we progressed through, but it does, if you come up this path, it does have a large amount. There's what, 2, 4, 6, 7 keys that you would have right before you even enter. And then of course there are the turnkeys in that prison area. 8 that obviously can get you through that way as well. Alright, this section here, it's kind of like the visitors area. We do have a secret door though, which will allow us to progress to the other side and of course get breakables. Alright, and this will bring us full circle back to our kitchens. So again, I'm going to hop in here. Oh, I did miss a collectible. And if we had come this direction, back here, into this room here, this is just the other side of this room up top here. So again, long quest, a lot of different directions you can go. Okay. But we do need to go back down and get that dimensional anchor. I wish kind of the keys there would stack rather than, you know, filling up the inventory. But that's what I wanted to look at here. Make one more stack of those. Put on my good bow. Alright. So I'm not exactly sure why it's not letting us through this door here. That's actually usually the path, like I said, I normally take. So I would go through the door, opening up the door, and on the other side of it there is the path that we need to go. Clearly they do have a second path, so just bear with me while I try and find it here. I'm gonna try going up this way. Right here. Here we go. A lever. I think that's what we needed right there. Yeah. Kind of highlights to this room here. I think that might have been what we needed. I don't remember pulling that one before. But again, it's been a while since I've done this quest. But it'll be easy to check right now. No, the door is still locked. Odd. Maybe I'll talk to Telveron again. Oh. Once you talk to Telveron, that's why. He actually drops a golden key. That's the key you need to open up the door. Sorry about all that. That mind completely slipped my mind. And yeah. So just down here, we have our warden, who is a flame salamander. Little, he can be a bit of a pain, but ultimately not too bad. From here we have our last one there. I am gonna go. And you gotta love shadows just coming through the walls and the doors, which unfortunately we cannot do. What we can do, however, is shoot the anchor. Once you destroy the second one, it creates a dimension door here, which will port us back to our lovely ship. Now at this point it has all the people that we've rescued, as well as the crew of the ship itself. What it asks is, it wants you to talk to Doris. So Doris was just over here. Upon talking to them, they warn you of a mutiny. So they want you to talk to the captain, which is just up here. And don't actually do this. So you can choose to distribute the treasure among the crew. This will make sure that you don't get an end chest. If you close the window here, what you can actually do is go around and talk to all these people that you've saved. They give you like a diplomacy, an intimidate, or a bluff check, basically a speech check. So you do want to have as high as you can possibly have, and you want to go through and try and bluff. Now don't worry about failing the first time anyway. So just try them all. Very hard bluff. Failed the bluff, we're not going to talk to him again. Talk to you, diplomacy, and essentially you want to get as many people on your side as you can. As you can see, they do have different ones. So difficulty, intimidation. We'll try these ones down here. Once you have them all there, we can just say it's time to crack some heads and make some examples. And right. What we can do is now talk to him and just, start the fight. Or, with those ones that we failed, we can actually attempt again. So I'm going to go with the hard ones rather than the very hard ones. So there we go. It does mention, hey, because we already failed once, if we fail again, it's going to start the fight. So we tried, we failed, it started the fight. Now, this is why I said don't worry about failing right off the hop, and just to finish talking to everybody first. So anybody that you were able to successfully diplomacy is now actually helping you fight. Some of them make better allies than they do enemies. I know with the one in particular, this one here, the Dryad, she is super annoying to fight, because she doesn't have a tree to kill. So you gotta almost kill her in one fell swoop. Otherwise, she'll just keep regenning. And it's really tough and really annoying. And from there, we just want to talk to our captain. Says, time to head home. We can grab our loot. Again, there is that optional for distributing it. But that's it. That's the quest. It took a little bit longer than I was wanting. Mostly because I forgot about the golden key. And that's my bad. I do apologize. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care and have a good one all.